Gender is always just a social construct. It's okay to have penises in the women's swimming pool in women's prisons. Okay, no, it's not that I'm old. It's that your ideas are stupid.
Bill Maher at it again. This video is brought to you by Angel Studios, Sound of Hope. Sound of Hope. I know you guys have seen the commercials. I know you guys have seen the trailers. Sound of Hope is one of the most incredible movies I've ever seen, if not the most incredible movie. I remember watching the trailer on the airplane, and I literally was tearing up the entire time. The girl next to me probably thought I was going through a depression, but the movie was so touching, and it was such a good, tremendous story about people of God taking the initiatives to go out and be the hands and feet that Christ has called us to be. It's a true story of Bishop and First Lady Donna Martin and their tiny Bennett Chapel Church in Possum Trot out there in East Texas. And they were able to rescue over 76 children from 1998 to 2000. What a tremendous story. And I feel like if all the churches in this country would take the initiative to help those children in need, and families in the churches will adopt, this would be a different, we would be having a different conversation in a different country. But ladies and gentlemen, go and check it out today. All you got to do is click on the link, find a theater near you, go and watch it. I think the actual debut of the movie is on the 4th of July. So the 4th of July, go check it out. You'll see the listing times. The link is in the description section. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notification anytime I go live, make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment on this video. Let's get into that. All right, Bill Maher. I do respect his work ethic. I respect his level of accomplishment, and I respect the things that he has to say because I think he actually believes in him. I give him a B+ score because Bill Maher has said some absolutely ridiculous stuff even recently. When he's pressed by Patrick Bet-David and they're having conversation about conservatism and things like that, he just starts going flatline. He can't tell you why he don't want to support Donald Trump, and his reasonings are crazy to me. But anyway, he does say a lot of good stuff, and I think he's a good asset to get into these liberal circles and talk sense to them. Roll the clip.
We've seen this unbelievable sort of aphasia that seems to have set in, and where, I mean, Trump goes to Washington and they literally line up these, you know, like absolute moral amoeba to sort of turn themselves around and kiss his ring. It's an amazing thing to see. I mean, it's like a cult. Do you have any sort of explanation of how this is going to happen to so many formerly, you know, it seems sensible people who even said, as you said, after January the 6th, that this wasn't...
I mean, part of it, the left has to own. They are aggressively anti-common sense. The Democrats keep running on this one idea, saying to the American people, you can't possibly think you can do worse than Donald Trump. And they keep saying, yes, we can. Yeah. Yes, we can. And I understand that. I do. I would never vote for Donald Trump. And as I said, I think the Republicans are worse. But
now, see, this is where I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it. Y'all, hold on. This is where he lose me. He think that Donald Trump is worse than Biden. No evidence whatsoever to articulate that, ever. I've never heard him give a good statement on it. And he say he think the Republicans are worse than the Democrats. What measure are you measuring? All these Democrat-run cities are run through the ground. Crime is out of control. All you got to do is look at Florida versus California. The end.
Yeah, when you know, it's funny when I talk to, you know, my friends around my age, 40, and they are always bitching to me about their kids who are like in their 20s, and they're like super uber woke, and they're driving their parents crazy. And everything is like, you don't get it, Mom. That's old thinking. And I'm like, don't get what? Abolish the police? Tear down statues of Lincoln? Maybe give communism another shot? Get rid of the Border Patrol? Get rid of capitalism? White supremacy has never been worse. Gender is always just a social construct. It's okay to have penises in the women's swimming pool in women's prisons. Okay. No, it's not that I'm old. It's that your ideas are stupid.
Dang.
And
okay.
She is getting uncomfortable, boy. She wanted to poo her pants and run off the stage.
Okay, So you're very cantankerous.
When people
obviously.
talk about Trump, that's what they should be talking about. Like, why do people, because a lot of conservatives say to me, what you don't get about Trump is we don't like him either.
Right. Yeah, they just hate the other stuff more.
And I don't understand. I don't blame them because a lot of it is closer to their own home. Like the things you hate about Trump, democracy, I understand why that's the biggest issue. But a lot of people, it's kind of vague. Ukraine's very far away. But, you know, the stuff about family and race and gender, it's very close to their own home.
Yeah, and yet you could argue that it's the sort of the octogenarians who are really causing most of the problems at the moment. I mean, you know, you're quite sort of tough on the millennials, but you know they have to deal with all these octogenarians who refuse to leave the stage, who've left them bankrupt, who've taken all their social security. So there is a lot of angst there.
Actually, the older people this time are for Biden.
Yeah,
this is the first time in many, many elections where the older crowd, that's why with my editorial Friday night was talking about this, for the first time, they are lining up behind Biden more than the Republican. You know, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean to the millennials or the Gen Zs, but you know, when I see them with their Queers for Palestine banners,
I know that's the one that really
like,
gets to you.
I'm out. Okay.
I know.
But yet, you still vote for Democrats. That's the only complaint I have about Bill Maher. I feel like he says a lot of things that make sense. He's like unfiltered, and then he just go off the deep end when it comes to Republican, Democrat, when it comes to Donald Trump and Biden. Bro, you just explained the Democrat Party is insane, but you're gonna still vote for them. They're pushing LGBTQ. They're pushing transgenderism and binary and non-binaries, and they're the one pushing the economy to where it's at today. They're the one trying to push for socialism. They the ones making everything about race. You know that, and the leaders of your party are pushing that. The same thing that you said is absolutely ridiculous and stupid, and they need to change. Your party is going full head of steam forward on these topics, and you still voting for him. That's the thing I don't get about Bill Maher. Maybe his manhood is coming back to him, but it ain't came fully back. Maybe he got to get a little more testosterone. Maybe let that soy ooze out of his system. Do a soy fast or something like that. Because how do you explain that one party is terrible, but you're still going to vote for him? Because what? You don't want to be seen as a racist Republican. You don't want to pay taxes either, do you? You don't want to pay as much, and the government don't do nothing with your money. Come on, how are you any different than a Republican? You think all the stuff that we think is stupid is stupid. You don't have to like Trump. You're not really voting for Trump. You're voting for Trump's policy. Because a person's personality is worth not much when it comes to policy, right? Joe Biden is dead. His policies are the terrible thing. He ain't even there half the time. Anyway, y'all comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this video. And make sure you get one of these shirts too. I'm voting for the felon. Forget what they say. I'm out.